What's good, family? What it do? What it do is me, Coach 67 Sports TV. Shout out to the awesome and amazing LDBC, Lions Den boxing community. Shout out to Envision Photography and Video. He did an excellent job on 2025 Southern University Blue versus Gold spring game. Uh, we've been working together. We're gonna do more content together for this particular channel and just other work in general. So major shout out to him. If you need some videography work done for weddings or any special events, just hit him up, Envision Photography and Video. Also, Marlon Harvey on Facebook. Shout out to the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. And shout out to the greatest university in the world, the Southern University, home of the mighty Jaguars. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. You're having a blessed morning. Happy Memorial Day to all of you out there that celebrate Memorial Day. Hopefully y'all doing well and y'all blessed this morning. Shout out to my brother Anthony Bolton. Salute, fam. Appreciate you dropping in on the chat. And I just want, show some love to all of my other HBCU content creators. Major shout out to my brother C. Wells with Swag Talk. Major shout out to him. Major shout out to Carlos Brown, who doing good work on his channel. Major shout out to Perry White and the Jaguar Journal. And I want to give a special shout out to the Straight to the Point Sports and Entertainment. Major shout out to him. Oh, and I want to give a special shout out to She Loves D and HBC Overdrive. I saw they did a collab recently. I didn't get to check the whole live stream. When I get some free time, I'm going to go check that out. Major shout out to them. And I just appreciate everybody that's been supporting my channel, been rocking with me since day one. All the new subscribers. I got a few new subscribers recently. So major shout out to all the new subscribers. And everybody just, showing love, showing support. I just want y'all to know y'all are greatly appreciated. I value y'all, appreciate y'all. Peace and blessings to y'all. On this particular live stream, I'm going to talk about it. The truth about Southern University football they don't want you to hear. And I just want y'all to know I'm going to be here for a good time. However, not for a long time you did. But, I'm just, just looking at some stuff that, somebody sent me behind the scenes real quick. Bear with me for a moment. Ooh. Okay. Like I was saying, shout out to Straight to the Point Sports and Entertainment. And I just appreciate all, my HBCU content creators, everybody in the space. One thing I want to point out this morning in this live stream is I know a lot of people going to disagree with me. A lot of people going to say I'm a Southern University homer, whatever the case may be. But, I'm a proud member of Jaguar Nation. I'm unapologetic about it. I don't hide it. I stand in front of it, on each side of it and behind it today. So I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. So in this live stream, I'm going to talk about the truth about Southern University football that they don't want you to hear. And this is the unfiltered truth. Straight to the point, no chaser. Southern University drives the swag. No two ways about it. I know some people are going to be like, man, coach, that's a lame-ass statement. Whatever. Man, Hear me out. All right. Now, for this particular analogy, I can't use the NFL business model because the NFL is driven by superstar players. I can't use like maybe the UFC because they're driven by star fighters. I can't use like the WWE or that type of business model. However, I'm gonna use the NBA right now. We are in the midst of the Eastern and Western Conference Finals in the NBA. And if the NBA had its way, despite what they might tell you, despite what they might think, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The NBA is driven by certain franchises, and if they had their way, teams like the New York Knicks, biggest market in the country, the LA Lakers, Boston Celtics, Chicago Bulls, these teams, if it was up to the NBA, they would be like the elite level teams in the NBA. I'm not going to say every single year, but most years, because these teams, they drive ratings. I mean, just think about it. ESPN do their absolute best. And I ain't going to lie, I'm going to keep it a buck. I can't stand ESPN. At one point, I used to be a person that used to watch ESPN as much as I could, as often as I could. But it's to a point I can't stand ESPN in terms of, their biased coverage. But I'm gonna give you an example. A team like the Lakers. I knew off the flap that the Lakers were not a contender for the NBA championship, even after the AD Luka trade. And in my personal opinion, I felt like the Dallas Mavericks got fleeced. And no way in the hell I'm giving up Luka to get an injury-prone AD. I don't care what nobody say. But the ESPN tried to push this narrative. The Lakers are championship contenders, whatever. And people like myself that really follow the game, man, I never thought the Lakers were ever a serious threat or contender to win an NBA championship because offensively, Luka and LeBron drive the team, but both of them are liability defensively. AD kind of covered up a lot of the Lakers' defensive deficiencies on the back end. So now you don't have a rim protector. And then in addition to that, Luka is extreme liability on the defensive end. LeBron is. Austin Reeves ain't no stopper like that. So they try to make the ESPN try to push this narrative that the Lakers are this, the Lakers are that. And in all actuality, I knew the Lakers wasn't ever really an NBA championship contender. But the reason why they push the Lakers is because a team like the Lakers, they drive ratings. And, so that's why the NBA wants teams like the Knicks, teams like the Lakers, teams like the Celtics, teams like the Bulls. If it was up to the NBA year in and year out, these teams will be championship contenders. These teams will be the teams to beat in the NBA year in and year out because these particular franchises, these particular markets, they're bigger markets in the NBA. They drive ratings, and these are the teams that either people love or they love to hate. And, you could say that with certain teams. Salute to my brother, Jay Good in the building. Salute to you, Jay Good. And I'm going to even go to boxing. Boxing tries to push this narrative that Canelo Alvarez is the face of the sport of boxing. Oh, salute to your boy, Jay. Salute to your fam. Go Jags. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My brother Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Salute, coach. Man, salute to you, Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Man, y'all go check out my brother Cadillac Red on his channel, you did. But anyway, even in boxing, right, they try to push this narrative that Canelo Alvarez is the face of the sport of boxing, which is not true. If anything, Canelo Alvarez is the face of getting special treatment. I mean, anytime you even got black YouTubers, black content creators saying that, hey, Canelo, he done earned the right to do what he want. He ain't got to fight David Benavidez. He ain't got to do this. He ain't got to do that. I'm like, bro, Canelo Alvarez is not the face of the sport of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is a duck. He's a cherry pick. Man, forget Canelo Alvarez. Get him out of here. Despite what they might tell you, despite what they might think, Canelo Alvarez is not the face of the sport of boxing. That is Devin the Dream Haney. Devin the Dream Haney is the real face of the sport of boxing. The reason being is you got people like myself in the LDBC. We love Devin the Dream Haney. But you move it away from black content creators, diehard, unapologetic black people like myself that love Devin the Dream Haney, that love Bill Haney. Outside of that, Devin Haney, in terms of from a boxing standpoint, essentially he's a new Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not from his accolades and his accomplishments in the ring. In terms of people love to hate him. I don't care what he do. I mean, it's been weeks since he fought. Him, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero, since they had that card. It's been almost a month. It's been weeks, and they're still talking about him. He a coward. He running. He this, he that. So, despite what they tell you, Devin the Dream Haney is the real face of the sport of boxing. And like I said, even with the NFL is driven more on superstar players, but even certain franchises like the Dallas Cowgirls. One thing you can say about them, and I know there's a lot of members of Jaguar Nation that love the Cowgirls for whatever reason. It is what it is. And I'm talking about people outside of Dallas. I'm talking about people that actually live here in Baton Rouge that really love the Dallas Cowgirls for whatever reason. But a team like that, whether it's the Dallas Cowgirls, the New York Yankees, those type of franchises, either they're loved, they're beloved, or they're hated. There's no in between. Somebody like myself, I can't stand the Yankees. I can't stand the Cowgirls. I can't stand either one of them franchises. And Southern University fits into that exact same category. Either you love Southern University or you hate Southern University. And truthfully speaking, I think it's more hate than love, because even from a officiating standpoint, I done talked about this multiple times on my channel. SWAC officials are trash. SWAC officials suck. I think if the SWAC really want to do one thing to really improve the conference across all sports, is to improve the quality of officiating. Because, I always shout out the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. But on Friday nights for high school football, I do commentary for the Louisiana All-American Sports Network. And I kid you not, this is no lie. I'm not stretching this. LHSSA, Louisiana High School Athletic Association, have better officials officiating those high school football games on Friday nights than the SWAC do their football games on Saturday. To me, that's a goddamn shame. Excuse my French, but that's the absolute truth, honest to God truth. The fact that you got better high school officiating on Friday nights than you do SWAC games on Saturdays is beyond me. It's absolutely ridiculous. So the fact that you got these trash officials, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is. I feel like ever since Pete Richardson won his first SWAC championship in Southern, the next year seemed like the officiating always go against Southern. I never seen a team that get trash ass officiating at home. Like, how could all the calls go against you when you playing at home? To me, that's insane. That's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, despite what people say, either you love Southern or you hate Southern. And I think it's more hate than love, to keep it a buck. And despite what people might say, this is the truth that they don't want you to know about Southern. Southern University, it drives its SWAC, whether especially from a football standpoint, but I think just across the board. And salute to my brother Desmond Allen. He said, "I love that people hate Southern." That should encourage us to dominate. And that's the thing about it. The players really need to get that, need to understand that. Because I remember even when I was in middle school, I went to a certain school. My middle school coach, he passed. My dad passed. The other coach that coached with him passed. And I'm not gonna lie, they used to tell us, hey, no matter where we go, y'all the team to beat. Team's gonna give y'all their best shot every time they play y'all. So that should encourage you to want to be your best at all times, to get up for each and every team, to get up for each and every opponent, because they're gonna give you their best shot, even if they're a trash team. So Southern players should understand that when you put on that Columbia blue and gold, Columbia blue and white, whatever color combination you wearing that Saturday, man, hey, you should be inspired to come out there and put your best foot forward and put forward your best effort, because Southern is loved, is beloved by individuals like myself, but Southern is hated more than anything. And despite what people might say, this is the truth about Southern University football. They don't want you to hear that Southern drives the swag. And I'm not saying Southern is the only team that drives the swag, but Southern is one of the blue bloods in the swag that drive the swag and drive swag sports. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. If you took certain teams out the swag and maybe you put them in the MEAC or they joined another conference, I'm not gonna lie, the quality of the swag would trend down tremendously. So despite what people might say, what people might think, the truth about Southern football that they don't want you to hear is that Southern University football drives the swag, whether people admit it, whether they think I'm capping, whether they think I'm keeping the buck. Man, the truth is the truth, and it is what it is. I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not running from it. I'm not ducking. I'm not hiding it. Hey, you could say, man, Coach, you're a Southern homer. Man, hey, I'm calling a spade a spade. And I think to a certain degree, it not only applies to Southern, it applies to a few other teams in the SWAC, but at the end of the day, it damn for sure applies to Southern. And that it is what it is. So I know people gonna come for me in the comment section, man. Hey, I want all the smoke. It is what it is. So I'm keeping it a buck, whether you like it or whether you don't like it. Hey, that's the truth. It is what it is. Like Nature Boy Ric Flair used to say, hey, love it, I hate it. It's the way of the world. You dig? But I appreciate everybody that came through showing me some love. My brother Anthony Boat, salute to your fam. Jay Good, your boy Jay, my brother Cadillac Red, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Man, y'all go to my brother Cadillac Red channel, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Him and the usual suspects. At times they talk about a variety of different sports. However, they are primarily a boxing channel. So go over to my brother's channel and check him out. And my brother Desmond Allen always coming through, always showing support. And he said, SWAC stands for Southern wins another championship. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, you did. Desmond Allen said, and I let people know in Jackson what the SWAC stands for. Oh, man, I already know. You getting that, you getting all the smoke in Jackson. Brother Jay Good, remember Jaguar Nation played for the Mighty Jags. Israel Carey, ED, man, salute to you, J State fam. But like I said, this was a little quick drive-by live stream. I got a video dropping later on today. I'm going to try to drop it about, let me see. I'm going to try to drop it at about 5 o'clock. So y'all stay tuned for that. The video I'm going to have dropping later on today at 5 o'clock. And, man, I appreciate all the new subscribers because, like I said, the subscriber count is constantly moving. It's constantly growing. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me since day one. Man, salute to my brother Willie Bolden. Ran into him at Southern University last home game this past season. Man, what's up? He said, what's up, coach? Man, what's up with you, Willie Bolden, man? I appreciate you dropping through, showing some love. But that's it for this live stream. Like I said, later on today, I got a video dropping at 5 o'clock. Man, y'all be sure to look out for the new video. Also, go check out my brother on his channel, Jared 11 Green. We didn't do an edition of the Southern Baller Show yesterday, but Saturday we did do a very interesting Black Man's Perspective. We talked about the Rocky series, and we talked about some boxing. So go check out my brother on his channel. Also, go check out my brother Brent Fox on his channel with his show. It's just me starring Brent Fox. Of course, my brother Cadillac Red is in the building, so y'all go check out his channel, Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. Also, go check out the beloved sister, our sister, the beloved Queen Shawala Yah, on her channel. She had a little hiatus lately, but she back on the block, so y'all go check her out. Also, go check out my brother 7E Sports TV, the leader of this phenomenal organization. Go check him out. He has 2 channels. His primary channel, 7E Sports TV. His backup channel is the No 304 Show. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. Y'all enjoy y'all Memorial Day. Be safe. If you're gonna spend time with family, spend time with family. If you're just gonna chill, whatever you're gonna do, be safe in doing it. I appreciate everybody coming through. And y'all just have a blessed, phenomenal day. Peace and blessings. And y'all already know what it is. Go Jags!